It's those perplexing problems that can really be a pain in the you-know-what. And so when you're dealing with those perplexing problems and you find yourself in a scenario where you feel that you absolutely have to do something about it because your capacity to deal with it anymore is just pretty much marginal, and you put your energy and effort in what you think is the right direction, and then those unexpected undulations in the cosmic current come and sweep you along in a maelstrom. Rather than going with the flow, you find yourself in a position where you're swimming against the tide, and then you miss that cosmic life raft, which would have swept your you-know-what to shore. So you need to ask yourself in the present moment that you find yourself, are you being fired up about a situation that you're dealing with? Or are you actually in a position where you're perhaps being a bit bloody-minded about the very same thing? Or perhaps you're doing a little bit of both. Perhaps you're getting fired up and trying to use that inspiration, that motivation, to fix the situation that you're dealing with, but you're letting that spill over into, a stubborn attitude, basically because you're getting hit with one unexpected event after another. Now, the common response to that is to go, right, I just have to be strong and push onward. But when you do that, you shut down your sensitivity. And you see, the universe speaks this really incredible language to us if we know how to tune in. And Magha Nakshatra, especially when the moon is in Magha, there is the tendency for that symbolism to be stronger if we know how to look for it. And the moment that we shut down and focus on, I am just a body and an ego going through this situation, the more we miss the rich symbolism that's all around us that can save us from that scenario. And, by the way, that symbolism exists in your own personal horoscope as well. And each person has their own set of power symbols that they can work with. And I want to talk to you about a new consultation that I'm working with, which is called the Conscious Creation Consultation. And you can schedule that and learn your power symbols through the lunar mansions, also known as the Nakshatras of Vedic astrology, at the link above. So you need to learn to pick up and to tune in and to not shut down your sensitivity. Because what happens is when we get in those moments that, when the you-know-what's hitting the fan, we have to kind of keep it that way for daytime computer viewership. But when the you-know-what is hitting the fan and, you don't want to get covered in it, well, you kind of have to put up that armor so, you don't get all stinky and smelly and all of that stuff. We'll stop talking about that. But seriously, you put the armor on because you're feeling like you're doing battle. And let's face it, if you're in the slightest way sensitive, it's hard to deal with that without having a really good shovel to kind of shovel your way through it. But at the same time, quite often when that armor goes up, we shut down our sensitivity, we close down our intuition, we close off that part of our mind that needs to tune in to the subtle cues that we might be getting from our environment, such as, oof, there goes that life raft. I could have caught on to that. I could have been swept to shore, but instead, here I am struggling against the current and dealing with loads of things that I don't want to deal with. So whilst you may find yourself in a position where you're dealing with something and you don't want to be overly sensitized, to the situation that you're dealing with, you need to be exceptionally cautious right now that you don't shut down your awareness in the process. The answers are there. The universe has to speak to you in a very subtle language. Magha Nakshatra is connected to the ancestral deities, the Pitara, and they function kind of like guardian angels who are here to help us in our journey of consciousness, but they can only send us signs and signals and symbolism for us to pick up on so that we can make the right choices in our life and deal with something that's going on. So be especially aware during this coming full moon of how the universe might be trying to speak to you. And remember, if you would like your own set of rich power symbolism to help you through whatever life struggles you might be going through, the Conscious Creation Consultation can be scheduled at the link that you'll see above. That's going to do it for this look at the full moon that takes place in Magha Nakshatra on the 5th of February, 2023. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.